BBC News at 4 o'clock. Detectives investigating the murder of Sergeant Matt Ratner in Croydon have arrested a man in Norwich on suspicion of supplying a firearm. Sergeant Ratner was killed by a handcuffed suspect who had been brought to a police custody centre and who then turned his gun on himself. Our Home Affairs correspondent Tom Simons reports.
Police made the arrest at 2 o'clock this morning. The man, suspected of supplying a firearm, has been taken to a South London police station. It's the first arrest in the murder investigation. The suspect is critically ill in hospital and can't be questioned. A team of forensics officers is examining a family house near the custody centre where the shooting happened, and another house in a rural area near Banstead in Surrey has been cordoned off. Residents say they've been told police carried out a controlled explosion, which they heard early yesterday.
Prince Charles said the death of Sergeant Ratner was a heartbreaking reminder of the risks faced by officers every day. The Prince of Wales made the comments in a video message to mark Police Memorial Day. 3 more counties in Wales are going to be under fresh coronavirus restrictions by tomorrow night. People in Neath, Port Talbot, Torfaen and Vale of Glamorgan will be prevented from meeting other households indoors and will be limited in the distance they can travel. Public health officials believe it will take at least 3 weeks to see if the measures are working. The former Speaker of the House of Commons, John Bercow, has backed calls for MPs to be given greater powers to scrutinise coronavirus restrictions in England. On Wednesday, Parliament will be asked to renew powers which ministers argue are necessary for them to react quickly to suppress the virus. The senior Conservative backbencher, Sir Graham Brady, has tabled an amendment which would compel them to seek parliamentary approval first. Swiss voters appear to have rejected by 2/3 a proposal to scrap the free movement of people with the EU. The right-wing Swiss People's Party had argued the arrangement had led to unsustainable levels of immigration. BBC News. In half an hour, here on Radio 4, Luke Wright discovers Barrow in Furness through the eyes of the poets who've been inspired by this coastal industrial town that's been dubbed the Chicago of the North. We'll be live at the Forum Theatre, where this year's BBC Poetry and Performance Festival is taking place. It's called Contains Strong Language, and we'll all have a front row seat at 4:30.